Yo, what's up my viewers, your boy KA touching down once again, and today I'm doing my episode of what's in my DJ bag. I'm doing this because a lot of people ask me when I'm out and about or just when I'm chilling at places, what equipment do I use to DJ, what should I recommend to people, what am I thinking of buying myself, all that kind of stuff. So I just thought I'd do a quick video to show you what I take personally when I go with me to gigs. So it's not a comprehensive list of all the music related equipment I own because I don't think that'll be very helpful to put all in one video. What it is basically the essential kit that I use and that I think every DJ should have with them when they go to gigs. You don't have to use the same kit as me. There's a lot of other DJs out there that have good recommendations. All I'll say is this is the stuff that I use, I've tried and tested, and I can wholeheartedly recommend it. So the bag itself that I use is this one, the Herschel Supply Little America, I believe it's called. I use it because it's not an obvious DJ bag. A lot of students use it, a lot of other people use it, and I think that's really important, especially if you're a DJ that doesn't drive or you do a lot of traveling, you fly to gigs a lot, you catch trains, you have to go in hotels and whatnot, and your bag is left unattended a lot of the time when you're DJing. So that's one of the reasons I use this. You don't know what's in it. I think when you use a UDG or a Magma, one of the other bags that screams DJ at you, you're basically advertising to everyone that you have a lot of expensive equipment in there. And it's the same reason why I say you shouldn't really carry LV suitcases around and stuff. It's an advertisement to everyone to say, steal my equipment, and as a DJ, your equipment are your work tools. And yeah, so it's just one extra layer of protection that I think is definitely worth looking into. That said, let's unpack and get into the kit itself. Okay guys, so this is everything that typically comes with me to an event when I'm DJing. So first, most important item, obviously where all the music is stored, the brain of the operations. This is the Apple MacBook Pro 2012 Retina Edition. I've had this for 6 years, bought it on pretty much day one when it came out, and it's never caused me a problem whatsoever, never let me down on a gig, never crashed on me. I have nothing bad to say about it whatsoever. You don't actually have to spend this much. This cost me about £3,200 when I bought it, which is quite a lot if I'm honest with you. If I didn't use it for things other than DJing, I probably wouldn't spend that much. The only recommendation I would say is do get a Mac, because I find it to be more stable when running music-based programs than Windows, and try and get something with a solid state drive just because it's more stable, it doesn't have a spinning disc and one less thing to go wrong, and you can pick them up pretty cheap these days. Next up, obviously the charger for said Mac, self-explanatory. Only thing I'll say about it is carry two of them. A couple weeks ago I was at a gig, first time ever happened to me before. This blew on me, well the old one I had blew. My MacBook wouldn't fire up, I didn't know what the problem was. Just wouldn't come to life, charger wouldn't light up. It was on a Sunday, there was nowhere nearby that was open, it was late at night, couldn't do anything about it. And yeah, that kind of sucked, I couldn't use my Mac at the gig, so always carry two. They're pretty expensive, but if you think about how much you get paid per gig and how much work you could lose in the future if you upset a client because you can't deliver the work because you charge a blue, it's well worth carrying two. One thing I believe in when I go is carry backups of as many things as I can. So if something goes wrong, the person who's booked me will never realize anything went wrong whatsoever, and I can still deliver the job to the best of my ability. Next up, my DVS system. I use Serato DJ myself. I used to use Scratch Live, then they upgraded and became DJ. You can use Traktor, Mix Vibes, Virtual DJ. There's 100 different pieces of software you can use. Take your pick, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I use Serato because in England, a lot of the R&B and hip hop DJs do tend to use Serato. So a lot of the gigs I get booked at, we can cross-hire equipment, we can mix and match without having to worry too much. It's easy to switch over DJs and whatnot. So there's that factor to consider as well. So the interface I use is the Denon DS1. I used to use the Rain interfaces, but they got discontinued, and I'm a bit funny about buying second-hand DJ stuff, so I still use the Denon because it gets a lot of support. It takes 4 RCA cables. I normally carry 6 on me, like I said, as many backups as possible. You might be looking at these and thinking they look rather cheap, and you'd be right, they are cheap cables. There's a couple of reasons why I use them. First of all, when you're DJing, you can't really notice that big a difference. A lot of the sound systems they use out there when you go to DJ these gigs, they're not massive. If I am DJing at a festival or something huge, I'll take the better quality cables from my studio. The reason I use these on regular gigs is because, first of all, they get lost so quickly. They get swapped in the DJ box because they all look the same. A lot of people don't realize, people take them by mistake. And also, if the DJ before or after me doesn't have his cables or they're wrecked, I can just give him the cable, not worry about losing it, and head off home without having to wait. If I have the 30 to 40 pound cables, I'm going to be screwing and I'm going to be waiting 2 hours at the end, so that's a big factor as well. So yeah, I think the standard cables are perfectly fine for this application. One thing that I certainly don't cheap out on though is the USB cable that links the interface to my Mac, because I never want dropouts, I never want to skipping, I never want to have data problems. So this is called the Neo D Plus cable. It costs about 25 to 30 pounds, which, like I said, is more expensive than your average cable. But when you think about it, like, that's the price of a couple of drinks at a lot of venues these days. So I think it's a good investment, it lasts long, you have no problems whatsoever, so I definitely say get yourself one of these. Then also in the back I'll carry a couple of extras. So I do have one good quality phono cable in here, just in case the promoter of the event wants my set recorded, they want to do any kind of work or whatnot, so I can just give them a feed from the mixer and you have good quality cable. And I've got a backup USB cable just in case the Neo Plus goes down. It's still a good quality cable, not as good as the Neo, but still half decent. And then I always carry a lightning to phono cable just in case, even though I don't have an iPhone anymore.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
But yeah, the reason why I use this is because sometimes when I get to a venue, you don't always get to go into the DJ box straight away depending on how strict the security is, how it's being run. Sometimes you only get to go there 5-10 minutes before, and then if you have a problem setting up your laptop, you need to diagnose the issue, you've got a cable that you can just run some music off your phone in the meantime, just to keep everything going. So yeah, I definitely recommend one of these. Obviously it turns into a normal 3.5 as well. The reason I use a female ended cable instead of just a normal end like this is because you can just take the cable straight out the back of one of the decks that are already in the club and plug it straight in. You don't have to mess around with the back of the mixer, worry about what the channels are going to and whatnot. So yeah, nice and easy. Next up, my laptop stand. I use the Cred Pro. Amazing stand. It needs a bit of WD-40 though. Reason I use this stand, because nice and stable, doesn't go anywhere when you put your Mac on top. It's safe. A lot of venues, clubs, they have big sound systems, they have a lot of bass, so it rattles equipment. You also tend to have a lot of people hanging around the DJ box, whether they're other DJs, engineers, artists and stuff, so stuff gets bumped easily. Probably the best stand you can get to protect your Mac. I think there's like an upgraded version of it now because this one's pretty old, but it still does the job nonetheless. I've seen a lot of cheaper stands out there because this is on the expensive end, but I don't trust them. You know, when you're putting your £2,000-3,000 pound laptop on top of it, I think spending decent money on a stand is worth every penny. Next up, Shure Beta 58A microphone. I think every DJ should carry a microphone. I know not everyone likes to use them. Even me, sometimes when I'm in some sets, I like to get really into them and not waste too much time talking on the mic. I just like to let the music do the talking, and that's a perfectly respectable decision. But I think it's always good to have a microphone there, especially at certain events. You know, if you're doing an event at a hotel or a corporate event for a business or something like that, it's just good to have the microphone because you might need to make announcements, you might need to do some birthday shout-outs, give it a bit of a personal touch. Also gives you the chance to promote yourself as a DJ. And yeah, it's always good to have it. If you don't use it, you don't use it. If not, you're good to go. Next up, microphone cables. I always carry both types with me. There's the standard XLR cable and then there's the XLR to jack cable. The reason I do this is because first of all, it acts as a backup cable, and second, not every mixer you're going to come into is going to have an XLR input. A lot of them still have jack inputs, especially if you DJ at the smaller venues that don't have the most up-to-date equipment. So it's always good to have both types of cable. Don't rely on every venue or any venue ever having cables ready for you or having a mic or anything ready for you. I always say take your own equipment and you can't go wrong. Headphones, purely a personal choice. I love the Beats by Dre mixer. Mine are back to now but still work. Good as gold. A lot of DJs like to use the Sennheiser HD25s, also good headphones. It's up to you. I don't like this battle of headphones, oh these are better, that's better and whatnot, because when you DJ with headphones, it's about what you're listening to, it's not about what anyone else is listening to, so it should be about whatever you feel comfortable working with. Next up, I've got a case of CDs. I can't stress how important this one is, because like I said, if your laptop ever goes down, you need to have a backup option. There's nothing worse than going to the organizer of your event and saying, I can't do the work you've paid me to do because my equipment is busted. Yes, sometimes they'll be understanding. Yes, they'll try and help you out, but it's not a situation you want to get into. DJing is still work, so you need to have it continuously when something goes wrong. So I've got about 20 to 30 CDs in here, all with music that will enable me to still play a set off the decks in the club if something does go wrong with my own equipment. And yeah, I also keep my CDs from my DVS in here. I keep 4 to 6 of those in case one of them gets scratched or I leave one behind somewhere I haven't realized. So I'll always have enough CDs to make sure I can always get the job done. Keeping in line with the backups on point, I'll have a hard drive with all my music on here, so if need be I can plug into a different DJ's laptop and also have all my Serato crates and my own library on there that I'm comfortable DJing from. I normally also keep a couple of USBs in here, but I'm just working on them in the studio at the moment, so I don't have them with me, but I normally keep about 500 to 1,000 songs on those as well, so I can still play my set if they have 2000s or any other medium that I can just slot the USBs into. And I'll keep a Cat 5 cable on me as well, because I can use that to link between decks and give you some more flexibility when working. So yeah, that's all the DJ related stuff I carry with me done, and I'd like to say touch wood. If you take most of that or some variation of it, you shouldn't run into many problems because you've covered your back quite a lot and you should be good to go for almost any gig. I do take a couple of non-DJ related things with me just to make my life a bit easier and help out. So I always take some kind of a torch. This is quite a good one. Then I'll carry spare phone chargers with me. There's the Apple Lightning cable. Again, no iPhone. Life sucks without an iPhone, man. I don't care, man. But yeah, then there's the Samsung USB-C cable. I normally keep the old school Samsung cable with me as well, just in case anyone else around wants to borrow the cable to charge the phone. Lens wipes are always another good thing to carry, just in case you need to clean your laptop screen or your phone or whatever else from dust you not realize when you got to a gig or whatnot. So always carry a couple of those. And finally, I always carry one spare t-shirt, because it's happened all too many times where some drunk person has come to the DJ box to demand I play some crappy tune that nobody wants to dance to, and in doing so has tripped over and the drink has inevitably gone on me. So if you don't want to walk back sprayed in carling or something, then carry a spare t-shirt if you have space in your bag, and just a couple of essentials, bit of perfume and hand sanitizer, and normally keep some cream in here as well, just for my own usage. One thing I haven't got today, which I will say, is you should always take a face towel, because some venues get fucking hot. Like the venue that we were DJing in last week was a virtual sweat box, and it completely killed us off when we were DJing, so always make sure you have a towel on you as well. And yeah, so that's my what's in my DJ bag video done, guys. I'll link all the equipment I used today down below. Some of the links are affiliate links, which just means if you buy an item, I get a small percentage. It doesn't cost you anymore, and I'll just use that money to do giveaways and other different things for the channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know if you want to know what I use in my studio or anything else, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace!